Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
Oh.
The other side of that one right there.
Uh-huh.
A sudden thunderstorm struck the Ruidoso region of New Mexico with intense rainfall, unleashing over 3 inches of water on fragile terrain still scarred from past wildfires. The burned soil, hardened and hydrophobic, failed to absorb runoff, turning hillsides into torrents. As water rushed off the slopes of South Fork and blew 2 burned scars, it carried with it heavy debris and mud, turning small creeks into dangerous channels of destruction. The Rio Ruidoso surged above 20 feet, well beyond its flood stage. Officials with the National Weather Service quickly declared a flash flood emergency, urging residents in multiple parts of Lincoln County to seek higher ground immediately. Dangerous currents were reported, sweeping across neighborhoods and roadways. In some areas, like Gavilan Trailer Park and Alto, rescue teams were forced to deploy swiftly as vehicles were swept away and homes began to shift from their foundations. The urgency on the ground escalated with each passing minute. The river, once calm and scenic, transformed into a violent stream that swept downstream everything in its path. Trailers, sheds, and parts of roads were no match for its power. Mud, logs and rock-filled streets that were barely visible beneath the flow.
I'm watching. I got you. I'm chill.
The intense rain was 5 to 7 times heavier than what the fragile landscape could endure, resulting in the collapse of trails, bridges, and sections of canyon roads. One home was completely washed away, while others were heavily damaged or teetering on the edge.
Wow. Awesome.
White Mountain Road, Paradise Canyon, and Cedar Creek were among the many streets closed as floodwaters made them impassable. Emergency shelters quickly opened at the Ruidoso Community Center, Eastern New Mexico University, Ruidoso, and Angus Church. Flash flooding also spread into nearby communities like Ruidoso Downs and Glencoe, where creeks overflowed, sweeping debris through residential zones. Homes along the banks were submerged, and cars were stranded in muddy waters. Multiple emergency rescues were performed across the county, some involving helicopters, as crews worked to reach trapped residents. In Hollywood, reports indicated a father and 2 children had been carried away by rising waters. The river's sudden rise from just over 1 foot to more than 20 in under an hour left little time to react. Gauges placed by the USGS confirmed the spike, marking it as a possible all-time record for the Rio Ruidoso.
This is below the fires. Here comes something big.
Social media warnings from the National Weather Service emphasized the life-threatening nature of the event, repeating the call to avoid all floodwaters and to not attempt to cross moving streams. "This water will carry you away," one bulletin read.
Wow. I know, me too. Going down.
That house is caved, bro. Oh, look at dumpsters.
Kerry Gladden, a spokesperson for the village of Ruidoso, said damage assessments were still ongoing, but confirmed that several people were hospitalized with flood-related injuries. The full scope of destruction remained unclear into the evening. The burn scars from the South Fork and Salt fires in 2024 left the terrain especially vulnerable, with rainwater bouncing off instead of sinking in. Sediment from those fires clogged waterways, reducing their ability to manage runoff. Despite efforts to rebuild from past disasters, local officials reported that many mitigation projects were still unfunded due to red tape and delays. Roughly $16.8 million had been spent, but key preventative work was left incomplete. With monsoon season continuing, concerns are mounting over additional storms that could cause repeat flooding in these unstable areas. The combination of dry ground, fire scars, and heavy rain is a dangerous equation.
In the house! I gotta go!
Senator Martin Heinrich issued a call for residents to evacuate quickly, warning of the storm's severity and unpredictable paths. Footage online showed houses being lifted and swept downstream by muddy torrents.
Is it in the rain stands, do you think?
I'm sure. Right by that house. Right there.
Oh man.
Power outages impacted wide sections of Lincoln County, with emergency generators being deployed in shelters and critical facilities. Many residents were forced to rely on flashlights and radio broadcasts for updates. Local governments stressed that flood awareness, sandbag stations, and updated evacuation protocols would be essential going forward. Residents were urged to prepare in advance and not wait for last-minute alerts.